My name is Rhapsody and welcome back to Monster Train. We're going to be going back into Covenant 25 Random. Again, I think I said this last episode, but just in case I did not, the point at which I'm going to stop randomizing is when I have about half of them done in Covenant 25, and then afterwards I'll probably just start working through them more methodically, or alternatively, might just put all of the ones that I'm yet to finish in a pile and then randomize exclusively out of those using some sort of a different system. Great Treasure will devour our spells, 2 hidden passages, a tiresome climb, and 2 drafts, so we have a lot of ascension. Like a lot of ascension, so we should probably be looking at overstacking floors. Whenever you play a unit, random card in hand is reduced to 0 cost at the turn, is just way too powerful to ever turn down. Okay. I think we go Brawler, and then we hope to find Reaper later. So for slaying to get gain extra damage. No, but we don't have any molded yet. So maybe I do need a tank. Gain 10 armor on Slay. The only problem is it's difficult to get you to slay things. Unless you're a bit bigger than that already. Alright, I'm gonna go with the multi-strike and the armor. Let's see what we can do here. I might not be able to take the first challenge. It really depends. I really want the unit drafts, but that extra armor... What if I set up on the bottom floor? And just keep ascending them past... Okay, I can do that. I can do that. It's not going to be that much damage. Maximum... It'll be... 13? Absolute maximum. Let's pop a drag on the top floor just in case. That is specifically just in case the top floor is reached by... Yeah, the collector. There we go. Okay. Start getting rid of that armor. Draft will go behind there. Pop a drag behind you too. Unfortunately, that's not going to be enough. I mean, I could push the draft up in order to instantly kill the Fortress Disciple there. Actually, I like that. Unfortunately, now we're short of defense on the Hornbreaker champion here, so... Okay, so you only get 2 hits on the last shot of the pile. Yeah. So there's our 9 damage. Sucks to see Tyson climb right now, so I can't just push up. I mean, maybe I should. So you'll be dazed on this line, you will not attack, and then you'll move up, and then you'll be dazed for an attack, you'll take 20 damage. That might actually be the best thing that we can do. Because otherwise I do 16 damage on... Well, this represents 20 free damage, right? I'm going to get torches in the next hand as well. Okay, fine, never mind. Regardless of whether or not we took the challenge, we were still going to have the same problem with the boss. We just didn't have damage for it. I'll take a little bit of range. God, really? I don't need another draft. I definitely don't need more location management. Steelworker. Gives us a good frontliner for the champion at least. Alright. I think I also need to go for more Hellhorn units and use them to overstack like the top floor or something like that. Oh, we could find something real good here. Multi-strike. Deranged Brute. Multi-strike and Rage? Okay. And then plus health on the Steelworker as well, and it takes us down to 0. Now that's what I call a ring. Plus enemies gain 4 damage. The only problem here is, can I still kill all of them, right? So the steel... Well, actually, no, never mind. We can. It's fine. We've got all of these torches as well as the Steelworker and multi-strikers going on the top line. We should be okay. Steelworker? Or Breaker? Send you up, kill that, and then kill the teleporter as well. Yeah, that all worked perfectly. Pretty much as well as you could have wanted it to. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Just vent. That'll do. Easy fight. I'm gonna need some rage in this deck, obviously. So, Ritual of Battle? Right now. No. There's Multi-Game, Hornbreak, and Fortify. I like a Hornbreak. If the deck doesn't have one, I'll take one. Whiplash, Entombed Explosive Dripfall, I'll pass those. Railbeater, Alpha Friend, and Witless Baron. Witless Baron would actually grow pretty big if it was on the top floor. So what, is it actually overstacked? Like we exclusively overstack the top floor? We can't do that. We've got to set up another floor. We've got to have someone to actually take them down on the bottom line. The only thing is neither of these are good for taking them down on the bottom line. Who does take him down on the bottom line? What if I got an Alpha Friend and I just made it tankier? Okay, I usually use it as a backline damage dealer, but what if I made it tankier and put it down in front? I don't really care how it grows at that point. Spell upgrades here, like plus magic power to the vent. Lower the cost of the tiresome climb. Honestly, there's not that many good things I can get at the Merchant of Magic, so I'm gonna go for the Herzl Sword as well as the Look at that. Whoa! At the start of battle, summon 4 random units from your deck to the middle floor. No, these dregs. Actually, never mind, because if I'm overstacking the top floor anyway, sure, it just summons them instantly. No tycoons. Wildwood Tome. Wildwood Tome could be pretty important for a Deranged Brute later on, I think. Gives us the ability to get real quick. Alright, Daedalus. The fact that I have so much, like, positional management in my deck means that I can do things like this. Like, take this relic despite the fact that I didn't think the relic was going to be that good for us. One sec. Send one up. I'm effectively just using that to load the overstacking for the top floor. Deranged Brute goes up next. Great. And we have the hidden passage to ascend you. Wildwood's home. Go for your life. Let's pop a number of other units down there. Heck, I wonder if I actually just can get the Alpha Friend to even ascend. Oh, definitely not. Because of everything that's about to happen here. Okay, that makes sense. So good. Before the graph. The next Dark Forge is going to be really make or break for us. I really want Hornbreaker to get Reaper so that I actually have some scaling damage. Because, like, the Deranged Brute is scaling damage, but it's only scaling damage if... Wait, hang on. We do have a Hell Vent in the next area. Okay, so we can dupe it as well. Yeah, having 2 Deranged Brutes on the same floor is so good, but if we don't get any other... if we don't get any other scaling from Rage, then I'm gonna need the Hornbreaker to provide it. Clearing out the units in front of you. Great. That'll do. That'll do. Last Stand seems great, but it's not good yet. Do I take it? Bounty Stalker has a problem that it only gets summoned once a battle. I don't have the ability to reform it or anything like that, and I don't want it to be set on the midline. I'll take Last Stand. Sure. I think I'll pass those, though. I'm gonna go extra draw just because the Flicker's Liquor is providing us extra energy already. Remnant unit for no thank you. Let's dupe the Deranged Brute. And then cut 2 Dregs. So this is kind of a Hellhorn pure deck. Like, the things that I'm cutting from this deck are everything that's not Hellhorn, basically. I'm not... Oh, there we go. We did get Reaper. I'm not intentionally doing that. That's just the result of picking the things I think are gonna work. Start a battle immune superior floor. That's okay. We take a maximum of 6 damage to this because the mid floor should be able to combat for itself. Nice. So 1, 2... I mean, look, if I torch, I actually take more damage, so I want that to go off like that. 1, 2, 3. Unfortunately, it does mean that these light harnesses are going to get pretty big by the time we're actually hitting them. So having quick Deranged Brutes on the top floor is going to be very important. Speaking of that being very important, we need to, like, start it. Do we? Actually, no. We Tiresome Climb you, and then we pop another Deranged Brute down. We Last Stand the 2 of you. We get the frontliners sap up some of that damage for us. And then we'll start sending you up. Go. That's what we're looking for. Up, up. We'll give extra speed to you. Oh, looks great. Tiresome Climb you just so that I get no damage taken. In fact, I'm also going to Hidden Passage the boss up. Because every turn I'm losing more rage, so it's actually better to fight the boss faster. Perfect. Rage, 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 rage. Endflame is rage. but also Branding Right provides a lot of defense, but Enflame is very weak rage, but it is a very good double stack target. Do I have that many spells that I want to mention magic in the next area? There's another Hellvent. There's actually, there's another Hellvent. We're using the Hellvent. I mean, if we're using the Hellvent, then every point of rage is ridiculous, right? Yeah, every point of rage is ridiculous. We take Inflame. I could happily go for an Engulfed in Smoke as a way to provide pseudo defense that isn't being provided by the piercing. Piercing? What was it? The not piercing. It was piercing. The Branding Right. I think my draw is too important to take any of these. If we don't hit hidden passages at the right time, we lose. We also need more directed damage for lower lines, but that's a later problem. Non-boss enemy units gain multi-strike. Random artifact. We're going to be setting up on the top line, so those stealth marksmen, silent marksmen, they're pretty much all going to be killed by the time they get to the top line. By torches and vents and such. Honestly, the Hornbreaker Prince seems less important than getting the deranged brutes down on the top line at the moment. This is really unfortunate how this one worked out. Because I'm going to have to go a whole cycle without the deranged brutes if I do this. I can't do that. Oh, God. I definitely can't set up on the bottom line, obviously. I can play every card in hand. That's not the problem. It's that we got garbage units in the midline and we got all of our units in the first turn, so I don't have time to send things up to make space. I have to play those two. That's really annoying. Really rough. And actually it happened again. Throw away a Dreg, I guess. Still gets harvest triggered though. Okay. Hidden passage you up here so the Hornbreaker Prince has someone to start triggering its slay on. Four health away from being able to kill the overcharged tank there, unfortunately. Hidden passage up there. Okay. Things are looking a lot better. I'm going to give you quick so you have the ability to kill those two. Use a torch there. Let you ramp your damage a little bit. Oh, set up the next one. Hopefully I get the ability to ascend those two soon. We miss out on Slay Trigger there, but ultimately it might be better off. Ascend, ascend, engulf. We got it. There's no way. There's just no way. Okay. Yeah, starting out with without the deranged brutes there was correct, but God, was it ever dangerous. Consume Crown is a huge pickup there. So is One Horn Tome, but I have no energy in the deck. No! No. Playing cards makes things cheaper. We might actually be able to cheat out One Horn Tomes. Remove all burnout and debuff effects from a unit. No. Sacred Wicks. No. Subsuming Blade. Way too late. I want a Subsuming Blade in like ring 2, ideally. More minion upgrades. I'm actually not super aboard more minion upgrades, but I'm looking at that and I'm seeing the removal. But also Merchant of Trinkets. We are running a rage build. There are so many rage trinkets. Demon units gain multi-strike 1. Okay. Units cost -2. So they cost nothing and then the spells cost nothing as well. Cheers. I'm gonna reroll this and look again. I don't... Our spells aren't expensive? Yeah, it's not Volatile Gauge. Can't be. It might be the Pyre gains 15 armor each battle. It could also just be turn down so that I can do... I mean, I guess I could do 3 removals instead. Definitely taking Rage Serum. Is it 3 removals instead? The 3 removals instead is really important because that's all the dregs. So the midline is suddenly a lot better. Okay. Okay, I think it has to be that. I think Pyre Wall is nice, but I think this is essential. Alright, Phil. Scourge cards. This one's going to be annoying. Because the Scourge cards will get added by the minions on the lower floors. I don't want to have to be set up on a lower floor. Okay. Steelworker. Hornbreaker. Ultimate Penance is now free. I can use Vent to kill all things on the bottom line. And then Last Stand the midline. Easy. Look at that damage! Look at that damage on the 500 damage on turn 1. It's almost like it's good. God, is it ever good? Okay. One Horn Sermon in Flame got reduced in cost. Are you actually kidding me? I wish I could put the other minions down. Yeah, there's 2 weights, 3 off. I am obliged to use a hidden passage here. But if I use that, I can make space for a Train Steward, and it... Oh, God. I was hoping that that was going to make one of the things cost less, but I guess I should have removed other cards from hand before playing it. Let's go Weighted Contrition, and then I could Engulf in Smoke the top line. Not really getting many slays on that top line at the moment. Still trying to sort out my own minions. You have more range. Okay, so you get quick. Okay. Again, you have more rage. Only thing is I do need to throw you to the top line. Okay, we're gonna get a decent amount of Scourges here, but we just won the battle. So, Scourges for winning the battle. I'll take that. Perfect. Are we? Yeah, we might actually kill Feldis. No, wait, hang on. No, we're not. Dang it. Dang it, dang it, dang it. Okay. We're extremely close. We just didn't have the ability to close it. Yeah, I'm gonna send you up. You don't need to try and take as much time as you were trying to take there. Wow, I actually took excess damage to that because I sent you up. For some reason, I thought that was going to resolve later. There was no reason to think that was going to resolve later, but for some reason I was like, yeah, that's going to resolve later. I don't have to worry about that. Reinforced double armor on a unit. I mean, it's nice, but the armor gain is pretty slow at the moment. Text control. Remove some of the train steers from the deck. Actually, if we go over here, we can remove all of the train steers from the deck, so we're getting just, you know, deranged brutes and drafts and stuff summoned to midline. I think that's great. All die strike. All die strike. And more health on the steelworker. Okay, I'd prefer that actually, I think. To the removals of the drafts. Okay. I think we go with the slave the logic damage. Makes it easier to hit the initial slaves as well. Purifiers are being summoned on the bottom floor. I can't give them extra armor. I'm gonna need to try and kill those purifiers with spells. That sucks. We actually might end up maintaining a midline for a while here. Which is definitely not where I planned for this to go, but sometimes that's how it goes. Let's do all of that, but do we send you up? Let's send you up, actually. Yeah, you're not gonna die here, but you will get to the top floor, and then you'll die to the Hornbreaker Prince, setting up another sleigh, and the Purifier dies here, and I get to keep the Deranged Brood around for longer. We can transition to our end game build later. Engulfed in Smoke seems very natural here. I'm also going to tie some Climb the Purifier because then it doesn't actually trigger Dazed. Sorry, well, obviously it gets killed by the Deranged Brute, right? But if it's Dazed, it doesn't trigger Resolve because it doesn't actually go into a combat phase. Awesome. We're starting to get to the point that I need to just start setting my top line up, so sorry about this, but gonna have to start taking some of these self-mutilations. Okay, then you go up and you go up. Guess I'll engulfed in smoke. I can tie some Climb you out of there as well. Nice. Last Stand is almost no rage here, but it's good enough. Deranged Brutes early are so ridiculous because you do have the ability to duplicate them, and obviously the core text saying rage on friendly units adds an additional +2 damage per stack. It stacks naturally with itself. Of course it does. So any rage on this unit, or any rage on any unit on that floor, adds 4 damage. 2 by base, +2 for a Deranged Brute, and then another +2, and then another +2. It's not multiplicative or anything like that. I was asked last time to clarify how they stack. They just stack naturally, as you might expect, just from the card text. But getting them very early, especially if you can get some upgrades on them, especially if you can get rage on them, is absolutely insane. because you then have the ability to start duping them. And if you dupe them, they get more, rage becomes way, way, way better. I mean, I'm still lacking rage in this actual deck, and yet this is working. That's how well it's working. You don't even have to have rage for you to work with it. No thank you on all of those. I'm stuck. I kind of want to remove 2 more cards from the deck. Actually, I think I do. Like, more than anything else. Endless. No. Get the trinkets just in case. No. Scorching Restraints would have done it, but can't take it. The drafts burn out in 1 round, while the train stewards don't. I actually think I remove the drafts here instead. I'm also going to remove the train steward. Try and have that midline summon be way more impactful. You know what? I'm also going to give the train steward the burnout, and I'll give Alpha Friend more damage by base. Let's go, Seraph the Diligent. I've got to make sure that the hidden passages only get burnt out when I no longer need them to ascend any of my own units. Unfortunately, the spell Consume Seraph also does summon stuff on the bottom floor that is summons on the bottom floor Scourge Givers, which is rough. Pretty rough. I think we set up on the second line now. Okay, that one was already going to consume, so that's free. Yeah, and then we just ascend them to midline. Love it. Works perfectly. Engulfed in Smoke would be nice to still have later. So would Exhale. I'm gonna engulf with Smoke, Hidden Passage. Hidden Passage is the thing that I think I meant when I said Exhale, by the way. You're wondering, the heck? That's the heck. Right. We're gonna lose the Alpha Friend. It's okay. That is okay. Consume Rage on you. I'll give you a Wildwood Tome. Let's burn you out on the ball. Oh, hell yeah. I'll stand. Thank you. You'll scale fast enough, I think. One of the big problems is I no longer have the ability to play One Horn's Tome. Just sad. Okay, I'm gonna consume to set. Should I? It's only a Scourge next turn. Oh, I mean, I've got a lot of Scourges next turn, though. Fine. Consume to set you up, and then Engulfed in Smoke to save some damage on this floor. Okay. Without Self-Mutilation and Vengeful Shard. Just consume a Torch, I guess. I think I just take the damage to those vengeful shots there, so that I get the ability to play out the end flame. I'm playing it out for armor rather than for damage though, because we have enough damage. It's just the health on the frontliner is really going to let us down, if anything will. Okay. It's hidden passage to ascend you, then we'll engulf in smoke. Self-mutilation, see what it goes. Okay. Let's engulf in smoke. And end flame. Yeah, we only just got out of the engulf in smoke by the time we actually kill the boss. Not only is that straight after my last win, and also an episode where I didn't lose in the first 10 minutes and then have to run a second, but it's also kind of a speed run. That was like a 35 minute Ascension, sorry, Covenant 25 win right there. Deranged Brute is good, y'all. Every time I've taken Deranged Brute, there's always been someone like, Deranged Brute's not good though. Why, like, yeah, it worked, but I always look at that unit and I'm like, it's not good. It's so good, though. It's so good. It is responsible for a lot of my my Hellhorn victories that are based around a rare card. Love it, especially because it's the Melting Remnant follow. It wasn't a Melting Remnant deck at all. I'll admit that. It did have Engulfed in Smoke, which was usable, but if I'd found, instead of Engulfed in Smoke, more armor cards where I could actually pick them up, where they weren't offered against Rage, or they weren't offered against, what was the other one offered against? The other armor card was offered against Rage and what's the Piercing? Can't remember. But if they weren't offered against things that I needed more, and I had access to, you know, reasonable armor, then I could have just done it with that instead. Still worked out though. You love to see it. You just love to. Let's pull up that run summary. I'm going to say that my name has been Rhapsody. The name of the game has been Monster Train. Hopefully you've been enjoying yourselves, and hopefully we'll see you next time.